The 23rd Discourse. He, may God be pleased with him, said, "Stick to and be contented with the little that you have, with utmost effort. Until the decree of fate reaches its culmination, and you are lifted towards a higher and finer state in which you will be made to abide and be kept secure from the hardships of this world's life and of the hereafter, and from evil, sequel, and transgression. Then you will be made to rise towards what will please your eyes and will be all the more enjoyable." Know that you will not be lost your portion by your want of seeking for it. Neither will that which is not your portion be obtained by you through your greedy efforts and attempts for it. So hold your patience and stick with satisfaction to your present condition and be contented with it. You should not take anything by yourself, nor give anything by yourself, unless and until you are commanded. Do not move on your own, nor rest on your own. Because if you do so, you will be tried by a condition worse than yours in the creation. Because by such a lapse, you will be doing injustice to yourself, and God is not unmindful of the unjust. God says, "And thus do we make some of the iniquities to befriend others." Know that you are in the house of a king whose command is great, whose power is immense, whose army is huge, whose will is in force, whose order is irresistible, whose kingdom is everlasting, whose sovereignty is abiding, whose knowledge is subtle, whose wisdom is deep, whose judgment is absolutely equitable, and from whom not even an atom can be hidden, either in the earth or in the heaven. Nor can the injustice of the unjust person remain concealed. Keep in mind also that while you are the most unjust one and the greatest offender, because moved by your animal passion, you have taken the initiative in your own self and in the creation of God, and thereby indirectly you have ascribed a partner to Him. God says, surely Allah forgives, not that a partner be set up with Him, and He forgives all besides that to whom He pleases. Keep away from associating anything with God with utmost effort, and do not go near this sin, and shun it in all your movements and restful conditions. During the night as well as during the day, both in moments of solitude and when you are in company. Beware of sin in all its forms, in all the organs of your body and in your heart. And shun sin, what appears on the surface, as well as what remains hidden. Do not run away from God, for He will overtake you. Do not dispute with him in his decree, for then he will crush you. Do not blame him in regard to his order, for then he will abase you. Do not remain forgetful of him, for then he will forget you and will involve you in troubles. And do not create any innovation in his house, for then he will destroy you. Do not introduce anything in his religion prompted by your low desires. For then he will cause you to perish and will make your heart dark and will snatch away from you your faith and your spiritual knowledge, and will give you your devil and your animal self and your low desires and passions, and people of your family and your neighbors and your friends and your associates and the rest of his creation, even the scorpions of your house and its serpents and its jinns and the rest of the venomous reptiles of it. Power over you. And thus he will make your life in this world dark and will prolong your punishment in the hereafter.